Good morning. Today we're playing along with Cilla at Choice Bits of Bliss, and we are doing themes on the 13th, and today I'm doing love, and this is so that we can get through every theme in our scrapbook room before the year's over. So anything that gets me to use things up, use up different things, is what I love to do in those kind of challenges. And so anyway, I have this actually two pictures of me and the twin, one of the twins, the girl twin, because we are at a ladies only tea party before my daughter got married. And anyway, Alex was there, and she was sitting next to me, and we're at, now it's my daughter's mother-in-law's, and she put on this tea party, and she had beautiful antique stuff. It was just gorgeous. And so we're having tea, except for we don't actually have any in our glass right now because we're just practicing. But it's like, so we just have our tea cups there together, and we're having like little desserts and stuff. It was really super nice. And so anyhow, I'm using BoBunny, and I don't even know the name of it, but it's like a tea thing. I thought this had the name on it, but it does not, and I don't know if I have the cover anyplace or not, but it's a really cute collection. And so anyway, I have cut it all up, and these were strips. There's cut aparts, and so I'm gonna be using cut aparts, and like I'm using stuff from both of the cut apart sheets because I didn't really have anything else to go with this collection. I got it at Tuesday morning, and it was just really pretty, and so that's why I bought it. And I'm gonna start out with this, and let me see if I can tell which way it goes. It looks like it goes this way. Yes. I can't make out any words, but it looks like it goes this way. So, and this one had the header already cut off, so I must have planned on it for something and then didn't use it, I think. So I've cut off 3/4. So I should have, what, about 3/8 on each side, right? 3/4, 3/8. Okay, and I think that looks like it's straight. As long as I'm not tilting the ruler, you know how I like to do that. Okay. So I'm also going to be putting photo corners on this, and so I get all done usually with my layout, and then I realize I didn't put the photo corners on there and can't get them on, so I'm doing that first. That's what I have to do, because I'll get it, where it's like so glued down, it's like, oh no, I can't even get my photo corners on. I just think this paper is so pretty. Or like BoBunny. Okay, and then one for this side. Oh, and there is not a list for anybody who's playing this. You just have to look for the little, what do I want to say, like the thumbnail, because she just said anybody who wants to play can play, and here's the thumbnail. So that's what we've been doing. But sometimes it's like, I use so many girl things, it's like, I get those used in my space, but lots of things it's like I maybe never even touch. So it's nice to kind of do a theme every now and then. Okay, so I did this border, and this is a Fiskars, and I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's my favorite one because it just looks so elegant. Okay, and this is a border strip from the paper with the cut-aparts on it. And I love this paper, but I must have this gone, otherwise I paired it up with something to use later. Because I did make some kits, and this might have been in it. Okay, and then I took the paper that had this on it, and I've cut a 5-inch strip. And I did have a scrap of it going the other way, but that did not suit my needs because I wanted it to go this way. Well, the other one wasn't quite wide enough, even if it would have been going the right way. But I'm gonna just butt this right up against that. It looks like my white's a little bit long. I'll just have to cut it off after. Oh, is this? I think I have it a little off. Let's see if I can adjust it. I need to have dental floss out here. Have you ever used that where it's like if something is stuck down, you can use dental floss to remove it? So it's a cool hack. Okay, I think I had this crooked, and so that's causing my problem. Let's see here. If I can straighten this up. Oh, who knows, it's really crooked. Let's see if this is actually straight. You know, I have to turn it upside down, sideways, and all that jazz to make sure it's straight. So just butting this up against this, unless of course I cut it crooked, but it looks like it's straight. Well, this does not. I'm gonna pause it so you'd have to watch me fiddle with it. Okay, that took me a while, but I finally got done. It's like, oh, I love this like this. Okay, so now I have the two pictures I'm gonna put on here. And I need to have room for this little teacup. So I need to make sure I have that in the correct place. And then I'm going to put the doily underneath there. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue this or tape this to the doily. Because hopefully that would solve my putting these things down and having them straight. Okay, and so I'm gonna just put this here because I'm gonna have this up here, and then my little teacup will cover that a little. And let's see, I want this just kind of overlapping this area. I knew I would use this paper for this, but and I still had to look for it today, but luckily I put it in girly stuff. But I thought, this is love. Hanging with your children and your grandchildren. Having a tea party. And it was a shower, so that was real nice. Okay, and so I didn't actually have the little doily out, but I thought, oh, this is where I can use a doily, so I had to pull one out for this. Okay, let's see, I'll probably stick a little glue underneath that later because it's not like, it's pretty easy since it's just, I cut this off one of the cut aparts. Okay, so that there, and then I have this, I punched this out. It was actually a 2x2 square, and I used a 2-inch circle punch and just this flyaway, but I just thought it was cute. So I'm not actually putting any other title because I have so many. I mean, I think Enjoy the Little Things is a perfect title for this. So I'm gonna use that, and I'm just gonna push this up where it almost looks like the bird is sitting right on the teacup handle. And then this cut apart, I actually left it in its rectangular shape. I just thought it was so cute. And you know how your grandkids grow up so fast. They grow up even faster than your kids for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna try to eyeball this since I'm not very good with the ruler either. I need to get, there's a new ruler out. I seen Janet use it, and it lays flat even when, you know, you're up against something like this, which would be really nice. And I'll tell you, I managed to move it no matter what. And I can see it looks like it's not straight, but it sure looks straight to me here, so I'm leaving it. Okay, and let's see, where is my little foam thing? I'm gonna need that eventually here. Okay, and then I have this that says tea, or time for tea. I keep wanting to say tea for two, because that's what I think it should say. And then I'm gonna put this little, where it says stay sweet, I'm gonna put this underneath it like it's just about ready to pour in there. And this is where I came up with the measurement for my vertical piece of paper. And this is one of my favorite layouts. I love a vertical. And so of course, you know, I make my own design. It'll be vertical. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there, and then I'm gonna put this here so it just looks like it could pour right into the teacup. Oh, I said this is what determined it because I wanted this over here somewhat, so I have a visual triangle. And when I put it down at first, I was overlapping onto this, and then you couldn't, when I was doing the planning, and then you couldn't see it because it just blended right in. So that's why I chose this spot and making this the size that I did. Okay, and then I have this little rose that's cut off the one of the 2x2s. Fussy cut it from that, so I'm just gonna put it right here on the teapot. And then I have another circle, and this one has butterflies and flowers, or one butterfly and 2 flowers actually. And I'm gonna kind of just took this as at an angle right here. Well, it's a circle, so I guess it really doesn't have to be considered at an angle. But I want the butterfly angled, I'll say that. Okay, and then I bought these butterfly dies, and I'm going to use one of these, and I'm actually going to put it over that one for a little dimension. And so I'm putting a dimensional under the wings. Oh, I got that off easily. I don't know if I can pick it up. And here's my glue. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue the body part down. and leave the wings up. If you haven't seen me do this, this is what I always do. Ah, my glue is not cooperating. I just filled it up not that long ago, but actually I filled 2 of them and I've been using them, alternating them, so. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right over top of that one there, so you'll kind of see the peachy color underneath it. And then where's the other part of my butterfly? And then I have, this is a 2-piece die where it has like a lacy top, and I had got this on Amazon and showed it in one of my hauls, so I think anyway, but I can always put it down below. It was, again, super cheap, and so I'm just putting that on top of it, so it kind of leaves like another little bit of a shadow. And I cut this out of a little taupey color, so it just is slightly a different color. Okay, and then, where's my little, oh, I don't have my little Tim Holtz scissors out here. Okay, then I have some little brads, and let's see what I have here. I think these ones go over here. I've got 2 brads for right here. I've got a peachy colored one, and these, and then a turquoise colored one, and these are from my Mind's Eye Happy Days, and I got them at Tuesday morning, and they're look like the perfect color. So I'm just gonna, let's see, I think I'll put the bigger one here. Whoa, I don't know if that will go through. Let's see, do I have my little needle? I've got, let's see, 3 or 4 layers of paper here. There's my spot I want, okay. And then I want one to go here, another thickness. I'm not asking too much of these scissors and needles. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just poke it again with my Tim Holtz scissors to make it a little bigger. Okay, and I want my little one here. I had my needle nose over here. Okay, let's see if I can get it through there. It's a little tougher. Okay. So I'm putting that there. I do have these little wooden shapes that were teapots and teacups, but I really wanted to use these larger ones, so that's what I did. Okay, and then I have this one. I think I'm going to put that one there, and this one right below it. And again, I'm going to be going through all these layers. Oh, what did I do with my needle? Oh, here it is. Whoa. Sorry about that. I'm always doing that to you guys. Sorry. I'll kind of go through it twice and see if that helps. Okay, so this one's off there too, and it's a green and white, or a turquoise and white stripe. I thought that was super cute. And then the smaller peach colored one. Did you see me jump? Thought I was gonna catch that with my knees if it fell out. I dropped it on the floor in the art room, and it's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't find it. And here it was turned the opposite way, so I was only looking at the prongs when I finally found it. So that's why it was so difficult to find. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 over here, and I'm gonna go through a bunch of layers over here again. And I want this one here. I usually kind of put my brad there to see how much space it's gonna take up. And sometimes I'll put it upside down because that really gives you a good visual without having to see the prongs like in the way. Wow, that paper. This paper is nice and thick, let me tell you. I think I need to go through with a little thicker pointer because I totally bent over my prongs. I know sometimes if you bend over the prongs, the brad is done. But these are heavy duty. Okay, so I've got that little one there. And then I think this one will go right here. Having this little piece of foam, if you haven't seen me play with this, I think it's from earrings. And my mom said, do you need this? And it's like, I don't know, maybe. So it's been sitting in my closet for the longest time. And I use it for this all the time. It works so good. Okay. There. And then I'll be like journaling right in here. And where did those little, oh, here they are, right in front of me. And then I have these little, they look like, almost like a, if you would spill a little bit of milk on a counter, just, it, you know, it looks like a liquid. So I'm gonna use these as my enamel dots. So I think one there, I kind of want one over here by the teacup. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 7 things there. You know, I try to work in odds. Okay, so this will make 5 when I put 1 here. If I can get one off of here. I'm just gonna put it right here in the triangle of the, with the brads. And here, I'm gonna count this as 1, 2, 3. So I think I'll put one up here and a smaller one down here by these enamel, or by these brads. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's kind of how I figure my balancing of my odds. So that's it today for themes on the 13th. I will have close-ups at the end. Check around. You can just type in themes on the 13th and you should be able to see the other people that are playing. And I never know how many are playing. It's always a surprise to me. So see the close-ups at the end. I will see you tomorrow. And I have no idea what I'm doing. But have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.